The patriot blood of my father was warm in my veins. Hi, I'm Clara Barton, but you can call me Clara. I'll be telling about my childhood, my extravagant accomplishments, which changed America, and the love of my life. Just to let you know, one of my favorite things to do is help people when they are in need. There were many doors that opened in my life to do that very thing. I confess, the door that nobody else will go in always seems to swing open widely for me. I'm going to tell you about my significant childhood in Oxford, Massachusetts. I was born on Christmas Day in 1821. Youngest of 5, I lived on a rural homestead. My favorite thing to do was riding horses, which made me feel free. I was extremely shy, and this was good therapy for me. I got my first horse when I was 10 and named him Billy. One of my brothers fell off a roof also when I was 10, and I took care and nursed him back to health. At a young age, I became a teacher. Interestingly, I was taught to read at the age of 3 by my family. Surprisingly, I moved away when I was 16 to Washington, D.C. I had a great love and devotion for my family. Because of my close relationship with my family, especially my father, I learned many things that would help people in the future. I was taught by him the strategies of war. He was a patriot, and that also impacted my life and how I served others. Now I'm going to tell you about some of my accomplishments. I had learned many skills as a young girl. At the age of 19, I was still teaching but had stressful days because of my shyness. I got my third horse, a sassy, strong saddlebred. I rode for hours. This helped wash away my stress. This skill and love eventually led me straight onto the battlefield, nursing by horseback. Eventually, they would declare me the angel of the battlefield. Unparalleled things were happening in America. Women and black slaves were gaining freedom in worthwhile ways. Because I was a woman, and the former President Buchanan fired me. However, if it weren't for President Lincoln rehiring me after, I might have not been in the strategic places to help others. I've been the first woman to receive a government appointment. Without these jobs, I might have never been on the battlefield to help those brilliant, bold, brave soldiers in great need. You see, they didn't want women working for the government, and they didn't want them having the same pay as men. And I had many thoughts regarding this topic, and I was happy to share them. President Lincoln did hire me back, but it was with lower pay than men. After the dreadful Civil War ended in 1865, I served in the War Department. This is where I began doing lectures on the war, slavery, and women's rights. Then I started and was the president of an association called the American Red Cross in 1881. I also helped people who got hurt in the Galveston flood. Lastly, I'm going to tell you about the love of my life, Colonel Elwell. My father's patriot blood also ran warm in his veins. We both loved horses, we were both equestrians, and had access to the top-line horses. We would ride on the beach for hours, which was amazing. We picked blackberries, chased turtles, and much more. Also, we would write love letters and poems to each other. Sadly, we never got married. There are lots of stories made up about me, especially because I was a woman working on the battlefield, and people had animosity towards me. I had no children, but I lavished my nieces and nephews. Colonel Elwell was extremely important in my life because he reminded me of my father, and his love for horses made me happy. My childhood was extremely remarkable because the events in my life prepared me for my destiny to help others. Being a teacher, nurse, and the founder of the American Red Cross contributed much joy and purpose in my life. Most significantly, I loved helping people when they are hurt. Why? Because helping people and finding hope is dear to my heart. Does mine and my father's patriot blood run warm in your veins?